Om. Namaste. Hope all are eagerly waiting for some message for today's Samyama. As you are expecting, let us take a new subject, new knowing, and contemplate on that particular energy which will enhance our energy and our power. I mean spiritual power within us, so that we are also able to fly very high in our spiritual journey along with Mahavatar Babaji. There was a sage by name Saraswat. He lived along the Saraswati river, and in his lineage he had a son. He had several sons. Son of Marichi was sage Kashyapa. The present Kashmir valley was named after Kashyapa Rishi. In what way today's Samyama is connected to Kashmir or Kashyapa Rishi is to be understood by us. Marichi was one of the Manasa Putras of Brahmadeva. Sage Kashyapa was one of the Saptarishis and belongs to Saraswat Brahmins lineage. About Saraswat Brahmins we have already discussed. Prajapati Daksha had several daughters. He gives 13 daughters to Kashyapa in marriage. Aditi, Arishta, Danu, Diti, Ida, Kadru, Kasa, Krodavasa, Muni, Surabhi, Surasa, Tamra and Vinata are the 13 daughters of Daksha. All these 13 daughters of Daksha are married to sage Kashyapa. A son is born to sage Kashyapa and Aditi. The sun heat could not be tolerated by anybody. But for the status of the sage and being the mother, these two can withstand the heat. In fact, sun himself being released from the earth to the sky instantaneously after the birth. The great sun is none other than Surya Deva, sun god, planet sun, whom we worship and whom we see every day, invariably, through our naked eyes. Directly we may not be able to see, but a glance definitely, by mistake or with intention, we always do. Especially in the morning or when sunrise happens, we will be able to see the sun god and have darshan. Mahavishnu is Sakshat Surya Deva. Sun god was born in an auspicious Magha Masa, Sukla Paksha, Saptami Tithi, the brighter part of the lunar Tithi, Saptami or the 7th Tithi, whichever we consider. Ever since sun god was born on this day, his birthday or the birth anniversary is being celebrated as the Ratha Saptami. As per the scientific revelations, the sun god emits on the surface somewhere 5500 degrees Celsius of heat, and in the core 15 million degree Celsius of heat is being thrown out or burnt. Although sun god is placed 147 to 148 million kilometers away from the earth, but just it takes 8 minutes and some seconds for the rays to reach on the earth. So powerful, so powerful. The Ratha Saptami also is known as Arogya Saptami, Surya Jayanti, Achala Saptami, Surya Jayanti, so on different names are given for Ratha Saptami day. Yesterday as well as partially today, the Sukla Paksha Saptami on the Magha Masha operates. By the time this video comes to us, the Saptami Tithi would have gone. Most of us would have offered our respect and reverence to Sun God also. The day is fully dedicated to the Surya Bhagavan, and in his worship, at least in the early morning, the individuals who practice Yoga Abhyasa or Yoga Asana Abhyasa, they take special Surya Namaskara today. Besides this one, from a religious or a spiritual angle, the disciples or the devotees take bath early in the morning, that is during the Arunodaya time. Arunodaya happens before Suryodaya. During Arunodaya, they take head bath, or if they are close to any river, they take bath during Arunodaya and worship the sun god by offering ghee deepam, offering some nuts, offering some dry fruits, offering some fruits, offering some prasadam, whatever is possible by us. Most important is worshipping sun god with the stick of aak plant, mother in Hindi, I think so, and in English it is called caltropis. In homeopathy there is a direct medicine also called caltropis, which is used for various purposes, but this particular plant is very poisonous, but the stick of this plant is offered so that the shoulders are getting extraordinary strength and the bravery increases and the courage increases for the person. It is very auspicious to make idols of especially the Ganesha Murti, etc. In every Ganapati festival, this aak flower is used as a mala for Ganapati himself. In Punjabi, Telugu, Persian and many languages it is named as aak only. In Tamil they call it as erukku. In Kannada they call it as ekadagida. In Malayalam they call it as aak or aak. The buds are also used for making garland and offer to the lotus feet of Surya Bhagavan. Surya Bhagavan is praised and worshipped as Mahavishnu, Sakshat Mahavishnu. We are able to see and have darshan of Surya Bhagavan every day at our will. Generally, God is not visible, but every day, invariably, Sun God is visible to us. Sun and moon are two eyes of Shiva. Somewhere the Puranas say so. Sun and moon are two eyes of Sri Krishna. He proclaims in the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna, Mahavishnu or Shiva are one and the same is proclaimed by the seers, and as well as even Sri Krishna Bhagavan proclaims so in the Bhagavad Gita also. There are several references in the Vedas about sun god or Surya Bhagavan. In the Vedas he is referred to as Apaurushaya. The literal meaning of this Apaurushaya is that who has not been created by a man and a woman. That means Surya Bhagavan has been born to some highly revered divine souls only. Aruna is the charioteer of Surya Bhagavan. In fact, Aruna is the half brother of Surya Bhagavan. Before the sunrise, the Arunodaya happens. Because the Aruna being the charioteer, he sits in the front and Surya Deva is in the backside. He is the Sarathi for Surya Bhagavan. Worshipping Sun Bhagavan every day, very close to Saptami, especially very close to Ratha Saptami, the previous day, that day or the next day, it is a boon for those who worship the Sun Bhagavan either on the Ratha Saptami day or the previous day or the next day of the Ratha Saptami or on all the 3 days. By virtue of having the darshan of Sun Bhagavan and praying our respect to Sun Bhagavan, all the sins of the present life, all the sins of the past life, all the sins committed knowingly, unknowingly, intentionally, by ignorantly, all such sins are totally vanished, is the message given by the seers and the Vedas. The sun god's chariot driven by the charioteer Aruna will have a wheel with 12 spokes, indicating that 12 parts of a year, that is 12 months counted from April to March or Mesha Masa to Meena Masa. The entire zodiac is divided into 12 parts of 30 degree, making it to 360 degrees of a circle. Each 30 degree is 1 month. That is the indication that 12 months are indicated in that way. Sun Bhagavan stays approximately 1 month in one Rashi or in 30 degrees. Every day he moves 1 degree. Thus he completes 360 degrees in 365 days approximately. Because the earth is in elliptical shape, this happens. The 7 horses symbolizes the 7 colors VIBGYOR, Vibgayar, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. On both sides of the color V, violet and R, red, behind the violet the ultraviolet will be there. Next to red, the infrared will be there, thus making 9 colors. These 2 extra colors are attached to Rahu and Ketu. There are several significations with regard to 7 Saptarishis, Sapta Samudras, 7 days in a week, 7 hills, Sapta Matas. There are so many, we can go on listing it, but to make it short, I am listing a few only. Ratha Saptami also marks the seasonal change indicator from the Dakshinayana to the Uttarayana. Here it is a turning point for the farmers who pray for the highest yield for the cultivation or the agriculture activities, seeking for higher yield. And as such, they also pray to the sun god during this Ratha Saptami day. After the ritualistic bathing, the devotees will offer Arghya. Arghya may be known to many of the people who do the Sandhya Vandanam regularly. They may be well versed in that one. Arghya is nothing but offering water to the sun god. By taking the hand and pouring like this is called Arghya. Traditionally, the water will be poured from a kamandal or from a pot like vessel. As I said earlier, after Arghya, those who are little more orthodox or little more traditional, they will be lighting a ghee lamp, offering nuts, prasadam, etc. to the sun god. After the offering is over, they will taste it in the name of sun god also. But here we will have to take some important points. Sun god Surya is considered as the embodiment of Brahmadeva, Mahavishnu and Shiva, or these Trimurtis manifestation. Surya Loka is the abode of Surya Deva. Weapons are wand, Trishul, Chakra, Gada, Mace, which Hanumanta is carrying, or Bhima is carrying, Mace, and the astrological planet name is Sun. Sun god being far away from us, how he is able to emit eternal light to earth all the days, all the 365 days. He gives us energy alternatively. One side, when he is visible here, other side he ensures that light is spread in a calm and cool manner by moon. And when moon is sent to other side, he goes to the other side and gives sunlight, thereby giving health, healthier life, continued peaceful environment within the family, prosperity, production, procreation, clarity in thoughts, clarity in deeds, brevity, no cowardice, no fear. All such auspicious happenings are graced by sun god from far, far away, very far away, 147 million kilometers away from us. Still he is able to visibly show the light to our naked eyes, which are being experienced by us. In the same way, today's Samyama will take your rays from your heart to the sun god, or beyond the sun god, or at least to some extent, some distance towards the sun god, and you can enlighten the universe itself, by which act all those who are in the universe, all those Jivarashis, all those creatures, all those lives, all those humans will also be enriched. Let us put all our might, close our eyes and do Dhyana, Dharana, get into Samadhi and focus on Samyama, on all those points we discussed now, in the name of Surya Bhagavan, son of Kashyapa Rishi and Aditi, and let our life also be enlightened, brightened for the sake of others who come in contact with us. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha.